So take a really nice, a big deep breath in and let it out. And take another really nice, big deep breath in and let it out. And as you do, just scrooch down into wherever you are sitting or lying. Just get yourself really comfortable. And just for a moment, just be aware of wherever you're sitting or lying. Just be aware of the comfort and the warmth, and maybe you have a blanket over you and the softness of that, and maybe your head is against a pillow, and just think about the softness and the comfort and the warmth. And be aware of your body for a moment. And then do whatever is necessary to make yourself even more comfortable. And throughout this recording, if at any time you want to move and make yourself more comfortable, then absolutely do that. But it might be that you simply can't be bothered to move. It might be that just listening to the sound of my voice will simply allow you to relax and be able to just be. This is your time now. Nobody wanting anything and nobody expecting anything, and absolutely nothing whatsoever to do. Except for the moment, just think about your breathing. Maybe making sure that each breath in lasts the same length of time as the last breath in, and each breath out lasts the same length of time as the last breath out. Even though each breath in might be slightly shorter than each breath out. And as you allow yourself just to relax as much as you want to, I'm going to ask you to imagine certain things, and it doesn't matter if you can't imagine absolutely everything I'm asking you to. And it doesn't matter if your mind wanders and drifts, because you can just allow your mind to wander and drift if it wants to. Because even while the conscious mind is wandering off to other things, your subconscious will still be listening to the sound of my voice and what I'm saying to you here. And if you fall asleep while you're listening to the sound of my voice, then that's okay too. Because this is your time now. Nobody wanting anything, no expectations. And maybe it's also about you not having any expectations of yourself either. Just allowing everything to be. So this might be a really nice, relaxing time for you. Just allowing your body to relax as much as it wants to. Or it might be that your body wants to fall asleep. And listening to the sound of my voice, your mind also will want to simply switch off. Just switching off and allowing everything to just be. Sometimes it might seem to you that switching off is something that only other people do. But you know, we've all got that wonderful ability to simply be. So I wonder if you can just imagine that really strange idea, a really strange idea that you can actually breathe in through your fingers. Just imagining that really strange idea that each time you breathe in, you can feel the air flowing through your fingers into your hands, quite slowly at first. And you might get a faint tingling sensation, maybe in your palms or perhaps in the backs of your hands. And it might be that as you think about that feeling, it creates a wonderful sense of calmness, of easiness. And then imagine that each time you breathe in, that air gets drawn through your wrists into your forearms. Each time you breathe in, that air gets drawn through into your arms, into your elbows, and your upper arms, and then your shoulders, both arms, both shoulders, and maybe finding again that faint tingling sensation, maybe just around your elbows this time. And then imagine that wonderful, comforting, relaxing flow of air starting to flow down through your body. And as your shoulders relax, you can feel that air flowing down through into your chest and your back. Feeling that air flowing down through your stomach, all the way down through into your legs, through your thigh muscles and your knees, into your shins and calves, and right out through your feet. A beautiful, comforting, unidirectional flow. And because it's a unidirectional flow, the calmness and relaxation you breathe in simply doesn't get involved with the tensions and anxieties you breathe away from yourself. The calmness and relaxation you breathe in simply doesn't get involved with the tensions and anxieties you breathe away from yourself. So that with each breath you take, and with each word I speak, you find yourself becoming more and more relaxed. With each breath you take, and with each word I speak, you find yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Noticing how your head feels as if it's sinking back into the softness of the cushion or the pillow. And your arms become heavier and heavier, and your shoulders drop, and yet your hands feel as if they're becoming lighter and lighter and lighter. And your legs are loose and limp and heavy, too heavy to lift, too heavy to move. And your eyelids are so heavy that it feels as if they are just a single sheet of skin. And you notice that your breathing is soft and shallow, because you had probably forgotten to count in and out, and that's absolutely fine, because now there is nothing for you to do except enjoy this feeling of your body sinking down into softness, the softness of wherever you are sitting or lying. And as you allow your body to sink down into that softness, you can just allow your body to sink right back, floating gently down. And you know, some people can get that sensation of total relaxation that feels as if they're actually sinking right back into wherever they're sitting or lying, actually sinking right back into the softness, becoming the softness, allowing that warmth and that softness to flow through their skin, flowing right through into the very cells of their body. And that feels so nice that you can just allow that feeling, just enjoy that feeling, just be that feeling. And while you're being that feeling, it might be that you could imagine yourself on a warm summer's day, lying out in the garden, with the sun warm on your face and a gentle breeze on your skin. And it feels to you that that sun's warmth on your face is relaxing all the muscles of your skin, all around your eyes and down across your cheeks and your jaw, even relaxing your hair follicles. So it feels to you as if everything is simply becoming warmth and light. And each time you breathe in, you can feel that light, that warmth and that light flowing through your face, flowing all the way down through your arms, down through your body, all the way down through your legs and right out through your feet, so that you become lighter and lighter and lighter. And of course you can hear sounds around you. It might be the sounds of birds, and you're aware of the scent of your favourite flowers. And it might even be that you can hear others from outside that garden. And all of those sounds, they simply allow you to become even more relaxed. Each sound that you hear, relaxing even more, relaxing deeper and deeper with each breath you breathe. And as you relax in the garden, you have a think about the garden. And you have a think about how the garden changes throughout the year. How the seasons seem to change everything in the garden. That sometimes spring with new shoots, new leaves, blossom on the trees. And throughout summer, those warm summer days and that rain that seems to feed everything. And the long grasses and the colours, and how the colours of the garden change in summer. And again in autumn, the trees seem to know to release anything that no longer serves them, and the leaves drop, and soon they become part of the earth as winter flows in, and everything seems to sleep. And sleep is the most beautiful thing, because as the garden sleeps, it rejuvenates, it gathers its energy, and it takes that energy inside. It takes the energy from right at the tip of the branches, and it pulls that energy right inside of itself. And there it sleeps, it rejuvenates. And you realize that you are part of nature. You are nature itself. And as part of nature, you also have your seasons. That there is a time to sleep. There is a time to pull in the energy and rejuvenate. And then, just like the spring, there's a time to wake up. There's a time to grow those new shoots. And as summer flows into your day and life seems to blossom, towards evening time, again autumn comes. And it's time to release everything that no longer serves you. Thoughts from the day, things that have happened, things people have said. Just allowing those thoughts to simply become leaves and just let them drop onto the ground. And as you allow your body to slow down at the end of the day, knowing that just like a tree, that energy can be used in sleep, used to rejuvenate, restore, replenish. And throughout all of these seasons, the garden changes. Within each season, new plants have their own time to blossom. Each plant waits its turn, because each plant knows that when its time is right, then the new growth is allowed to happen. It doesn't happen before its time. And you realise that you're just the same. That your body knows absolutely when the time is right to rejuvenate, to heal, to blossom. And that cells are healed and revitalized just at the time that is right for them. Sometimes it can seem that we want things to go faster. And then we realize that, just like the garden, everything has its own perfect time. And that we ourselves are nature. And that we are exactly like that garden. And as you're thinking about that garden and how the seasons change and how everything blossoms just at its own perfect time, you get up and you start to walk across your garden. And as you walk across the garden, you see the seasons change before you. And you realise that this truth is one that you can absolutely trust. That nature is always something that you can have faith in. That the seasons and the flowers and the plants and the birds and the butterflies and the bees are always exactly where they are meant to be at whatever season they are meant to be in, and that you are the same. And as you walk across the garden, you see right in the centre of the garden a beautiful column of light, a column of light that seems to shine right down from the sky and flow right down into the earth. And you can see that it glitters with light and colours. And as you walk up to that column of light, you step into it And as you step into it, you can feel that light flowing through your skin right into every part of your body. And you become lighter and lighter and lighter. And that column of light draws you up so that you're floating just a few feet above the ground. And you can feel the particles of light bouncing off your skin. And in this beautiful column of light, each cell is checked, repaired, replaced where necessary in each and every part of your body. And you recognize the great truth that your body is an amazing, beautiful self-healing machine, and that just like the rest of nature, it has its own seasons, and each cell is repaired just at the right time. And as you allow that light to flow through you, feeling each cell checked, repaired, replaced, healed, new growth flowing through your body, new growth flowing through every cell, that beautiful, awe-inspiring force of nature, that life force, that energy that seems to be behind every single thing in existence. In this beautiful, beautiful planet that you live on. A planet that is part of a solar system that goes round like a perfect giant clock. Each planet has its own time, has its own path, and beyond our solar system, the universe, and beyond that universe, with all its beautiful, awe-inspiring suns and stars, with all its beautiful, awe-inspiring nebulas and everything else that flows through that state of being that is, even beyond the most powerful telescopes. The multiverse, universe within universe within universe. And within all of that, maybe other worlds, maybe other existences. And the beauty of not knowing allows us to have infinite possibilities. The beauty of us not knowing everything is there is always more to learn. And sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful. And the simplest is that you are part of this incredible, awe-inspiring force of life. You are part of this life force. You have this life force flowing through you, the same life force that flows through everything in existence. And so if you trust that you know when the daffodils are going to come out, when you know that the wisteria will blossom, you trust that you know when the sparrows appear, You trust when you know that the robins appear. You know that each thing in your garden is the same as each thing in this incredible existence of life. Everything has its time. And as you can trust that the seasons flow through your garden, so you can trust that your body heals exactly when it is meant to. And as you allow yourself to let that light flow through your entire body, you feel yourself floating gently down, down, down into softness. And you find yourself back where you're sitting and lying, but with an energy flowing through your entire system. An energy that allows you to know that that life force is healing the cells just as when the time is right. And you know you can trust. Trust in that. Now it might be that you've fallen asleep, and that's absolutely fine. And you might want to stay asleep. And if you want to stay asleep, you'll continue to sleep until morning, allowing your body, just like the trees in winter, to rejuvenate, regenerate, ready for spring in the morning. And if you're listening to this recording at any other time in the day, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I get to 5, you'll be able to open your eyes, but still feel that wonderful energy flowing through your system, that life force. 1. Knowing everything that's been said today has gone deep into the subconscious. 2. Your worries will be let go of in your sleep, and you'll wake up each morning feeling wide awake and really good. 3. Taking a lovely big deep breath. 4. Stretch out, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Feel that life force flowing through you. And 5. Open your eyes when you're ready. Notice the colours. Notice the light. Hope you have a really good day.